Good morning, everyone. We're going to be using the Fairy Tarot today. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got the Tower reverse. So the meaning of the card itself is unexpected changes, upheavals, destruction. Okay, but because it's in reverse, it's about delaying the inevitable. Okay, regardless, things have to change. So how does this apply to love and relationships? Well, in a relationship, when you think about it, if you are not willing to address the situation head on, then this energy is going to delay things further and it's going to make things much more difficult for you and your partner, especially if you are going through situations where there is a lot of deceptive energy, or maybe there is conversations that need to be had that are very difficult for both of you. Or also, it could be that both of you are the type of people that do not like confrontation. And so you will slap a band-aid over a situation and let that stuff fester instead of actually getting that wound healed. If you are single, the Tower is a warning that it is important for you not to go back to whomever it is that you are pining for at this time. It's important for you to evaluate the truth of the matter and the relationship. That's why there is a reason why you left it. The Tower also indicates that if you do go back, it's not going to end well. It's not going to be this happily ever after that you have in your head. It is never going to be that. It was never that to begin with. So it's kind of a time for you to evaluate the truth and take off your rose-colored glasses, because that's what you are seeing in this relationship, which doesn't really look like that to other people looking in. Okay, it is important for you to heal and then move forward with your life when you're ready. When it comes to career finance, the Tower indicates that you have been successfully holding on to a job that you really don't need or you really aren't equipped to handle. Meaning, like, there might be things that are being piled on to you, like responsibilities that you weren't ready for or that you weren't aware that you had to take over, such as possibly you might be low staffed and then you're taking over somebody else's job which you are not qualified for, and you feel like you are making mistakes here and there and you're surprised that they're still keeping you on. Well, it's because they need you at this time, but that doesn't mean that they won't get rid of you if someone else comes along and does a better job. So just be careful with this type of energy in the workplace, because they're obviously using you for a means to an end. And unfortunately, just like everybody in the workforce, I would say these big corporations see you as dispensable. When we think about our finances, money, things like that, the Tower is pretty much the same in the context of it being reversed or upright. So if you're having difficulty with money, with debt, you're heading towards that, unfortunately, because of not being able to get above it or actually get rid of this debt. It could be either something that was given to you, maybe a loved one passed over, or maybe you were given this debt by a partner. Whatever it is, you are heading towards bankruptcy if you don't do something about it now. So the Tower reverse, when it comes to health, is really important because you are possibly ignoring the signs of an illness. And so it's important for you to not do that and be more proactive when it comes to your health. When it comes to spirituality, you realize that in the context of your spiritual beliefs, there are some things that no longer serve. And therefore, the Tower reverse is giving you the time and opportunity to release that and let that stuff go before it gets a little bit more trickier. So if you are in secular religion, it could be that there's a possibility that you might be moving on from the current religious beliefs that you have, or maybe you've possibly moved on to a different worshiping area, such as like a different church. Maybe the community that you're currently in is toxic, or it could be that you are finding yourself being involved in a lot of drama and it's not supposed to be that way. So it could also be, spiritually speaking, that you have linked up with groups of spiritual people who might be very dramatic or might do a lot of things that you don't agree with. So whatever it is, the Tower gives you the opportunity to make those choices now.